Are you an SME business owner? Are your sales stuck? If they are, then watch this video till the end, because I'm going to share the 5 steps you need to have in your sales so that you can have a higher conversion ratio, so that you can close sales better. Hi guys, my name is Nikhil. I'm the founder of Bulletproof Teams. Now, when it comes to B2B sales, there are 3 reasons why it's not working. Why are the sales stuck? The number one thing is that there is no sales cycle. Now, watch this video till the end, because I'm going to give you a complete sales cycle, how it should be in your business step by step. There are 5 things that need to happen in there. But the main thing is a sales cycle is basically a step-by-step journey. It's the different phases that a customer will go through, or rather a prospect will go through, from being a prospect to being a paying customer. Now, most businesses make the mistake that they don't have a sales cycle defined. They don't monitor that cycle. They don't have the steps clearly defined. They don't have scripts for it, templates for it, what needs to be said at what point, how a pitch has to be made, how a follow-up has to be done. All these things matter, and everything needs to go into detail. So the first problem is that not having a sales cycle. Second thing is no consistency. Sales is a consistency game. Sales is a numbers game. Sales is a mindset game. Sales requires constant effort, consistent effort. It directly boils down to how many prospects are you reaching out to every single day? How many qualifying calls are you doing every single day? How many pitches are you doing every single day? These are the things that matter. If there is no consistent action, and when I mean consistent, that means daily action, as long as your business is open for business, you need to be selling every single day, sales are not going to start moving. You're going to have those one-off big sales or one-off sales in once a month or twice a month or thrice a month. But if you wanted to work like a machine, a well-oiled machine, you want to boil it down to a science, it needs daily consistent action. So that's the second problem that happens, why sales get stuck, especially in a B2B environment, that there are no consistent efforts being made. Now, the third problem that why sales get stuck are that there is too much of a hurry. It's too transactional in nature. You as a business owner are just in a hurry to close the transaction, to collect the money, and that's all you care about. If that is the motive behind selling, then it's never going to be a long-lasting prospect for your business. It's never going to be a business that's going to go to its true potential. So stop being transactional in your sales. Stop being in a hurry to close the sale. Actually establish trust. Build a relationship with your prospect, with your customer. Because you have to think long term. You don't want a customer to come in and go out. You want the customer to keep coming back to you again and again and again. You want repeat business for them. You want to increase the lifetime value of a customer. So never be in a hurry. Don't be too transactional in your sales. Now that we've covered the 3 problems of why sales don't work out, my promise to you for today's video is that I'm going to share what is a sales cycle supposed to look like. And there are 5 stages of a sales cycle that your business should have. Doesn't matter what size of business do you have, doesn't matter what kind of product you sell, as long as you are in sales, you need to have these 5 steps. The first step is prospecting. Now, what does prospecting mean? Prospecting means this is the effort, the work that you're doing to find out ideal customers, potential customers for your product or service, and then getting in touch with them, contacting them via email, contacting them via phone call, giving them an opportunity to connect with you. So basically doing a combination of inbound and outbound marketing. Inbound efforts and outbound efforts. Outbound is like cold calling, for example. Inbound is when you give them an opportunity to book a call with you after giving a brief introduction. So prospecting, this needs to happen every single day. All right, because prospecting is where you build rapport. This is where you build a baseline relationship. This is where you begin to establish some level of trust. So prospecting needs to happen every single day. Now, once you've done prospecting and you're connecting with them, whether it's outbound or inbound, doesn't matter. The second step in your sales cycle should be qualifying. Now, again, most business owners make this mistake. They don't have a qualifying process. You need to assess in your qualifying process if both of you are a good fit for each other or not. Specifically, if the solution that you're providing for their problem or whatever they're looking for is going to be a good fit or not. And similarly, sometimes your solution may actually solve their problem, but it may not be a good fit. May not be a good fit because you cannot agree on the terms or conditions, or maybe you don't have the right values, the same values, you don't have the same mindset, and you foresee that this is going to be a bit of a problematic customer. So a fit needs to be assessed on all parts of the sale. That means whether you can solve their problem or not, whether you have the same values or not, whether you have the same mindset or not, whether you see a long-term relationship building over here or not. You don't want to end up with a customer who's just going to be a bloodsucker. So qualify, step 2. Now, once you have done a good job of qualifying, step 3 is the actual pitch. This is where you present your solution to them. This is where you give your proposal to them. Now, a mistake most people make, a lot of B2B business owners make, is that they send the proposal by email and then they pray to God. They hope that they will get an approval. Well, there's one way to do it and it works. It's not like it doesn't work, but always take the time to walk through your proposal in front of the client. Doesn't matter even if it's a one-liner document. Add a story to it, add some drama to it, add some flavor to it, but breathe life into that document, because that document is not going to do a good job of representing you, your vision, your mission, your values, what your business is all about. So the pitch is super important. It has to be done properly. It has to be scripted properly to the T of how you're going to step through the proposal. What are the things that you're going to say, specific things you're going to say, what are the specific questions you're going to ask them to basically engage the customer, to create excitement, to create buyer excitement, and also for them to be able to see that you are the right person who can solve their problem. So a pitch is not just giving a document or a proposal or a quotation. It's actually you displaying, showcasing that how you are going to solve your customer's problem. Actually, potential customer's problem till that point, because they still haven't become a customer. But now once you've done the pitch, once the sales proposal thing is over, then comes the next stage. Now, depending on your business, you may be able to close. If you're really good at it, you may be able to close right on the spot and get a handshake. But sometimes it requires follow-up, because people need to review, people need time to think, people need to go through XYZ. So the fourth stage is follow-up. Follow-up is key. This is where you need to set a specific time and date with your prospect, with your potential client, to follow up. Without having a date and time in place, that shows no seriousness on your part, and that shows no seriousness on the other party's part as well. So both of you need to agree on a time and date where you are going to follow up, where you as the seller are going to pick up the phone or actually go physically to their office or maybe send an email to make sure that you're following up on the proposal that you've shared with them. This is your opportunity to address any questions, any objections they may have. This may also be an opportunity for negotiation. Depending on your business, the prospect may want to negotiate. So if you've kept some scope for that, you do that. If there is no scope for negotiation, then basically it's objection handling. So you need to be well prepared for that. So the follow-up stage is super important, super critical, because this is where a lot of sales are won or lost. Now, if you've done a good job of following up and everything is hunky-dory, then comes to the fifth part of the cycle, and that is closing the deal. Closing the deal is as important as signing on or the follow-up or the pitch, because this is where the customer, basically in the first 24 hours, once you close the deal, is where the customer decides whether they're happy or not with doing business with you. It's a subconscious process that happens, so it's very critical that you close the deal properly. Now, closing the deal just doesn't mean that they say yes. It normally means that you have a signed contract, you have an acceptance letter or an acceptance signature of the proposal that you've sent, so that is official. Second thing is, depending on your business, this is the time for your transaction to happen. So if there are payment advances that need to come in, then you need to collect advance. If you are doing an upfront payment, let's say 100% payment in advance, then you need to collect that payment. That's the only way the deal is closed. So this is where you're firming up the agreement, you're making sure that whatever you've promised to them is documented, and whatever they have promised you is documented as well, and there's an exchange of value. And there begins the process of actually delivering whatever you promised to them. So quick summary again: 5 steps to the sales cycle. First is prospecting, second is qualifying, third is the pitch, fourth is the follow-up, and fifth is closing the deal. These are super important. For each of the step, you need to have numbers against them. You need to have daily consistent action against them. Don't be in a hurry to be transactional in your business. If you follow the sales cycle methodology that I've just stepped you through, then anyways, you cannot hurry through it. There will be some time in each of those stages involved. Sometimes it may be a few days. Sometimes it can happen in one day as well. But if you go stage wise, that promotes confidence on the buyer side, that promotes building rapport, that promotes building a relationship, that promotes establishing trust, and that's when it can be a win-win deal for all of you. So hope you found this video useful. If you did, please hit the like button. Also, I would like to invite you to join my private community of business leaders, where I share tons of resources similar to today, where that will help you grow your business, fast track your growth. The link is going to be in the description or the comments below, so check both places. And also, I want you to grab a free copy of my latest ebook, where I help you set up a business to run and grow on its own. There are 5 key pillars in there, 5 core components that you need to have to set up your business to run and grow without you. So have a look at that, and please subscribe to my channel to stay tuned to the next video. Thanks a ton. This is Nikhil from Bulletproof Teams.